What's up, everyone? Um, this is another. I don't know. I don't know what I'm actually doing here, really. Uh, I don't know. I got kind of inspired to make this video. If you guys know who Llama Rider 37 is, um, I like his style of videos. I like his style of videos a lot. Where he just kind of talks over gameplay. And he's funny too, and I thought I could do that. I try to think I'm a funny person. I gotta turn my settings. That's way too much. I try to think I'm a... What is up with my settings right now? Max frame rate was 30 FPS. But, that's kind of weird. Sorry about that. But, I don't know. I like that style of videos, where I can just talk and kind of be real. And I guess I wanted to put Minecraft in the background. Just kind of as something so you guys can watch, I guess. But yeah, we're just going to talk about things, I guess. I was just on a call with one of my friends, and we were talking about democracy. So, democracy as a system, I think is awful. I think democracy is a horrible system. Do you guys know who, if any of you guys know who Dr. Hans Hermann Hoppe is? He's like a German economist. Well, he lives in America now, but I listen to a lot of his works. I have his book, Democracy, The God That Failed. Really good book, by the way. If any of you are interested, I definitely recommend it. Democracy, The God That Failed by Hans Hermann Hoppe. But Dr. Hoppe, what he talks about with democracy, you know, democracy, we think of it as this great thing, this bastion that guarantees like Americans' freedom and whatnot, right? That's kind of how everyone looks at democracy. And the problem with democracy is it doesn't actually guarantee any of that. Democracy doesn't guarantee freedom for everyone. But what democracy does guarantee, this is a quote by Hoppe, by the way, democracy only guarantees that your neighbors can band up and rally to vote and loot you and take all your stuff. And that's kind of how it operates. That's kind of how it operates in the current system, where you have things like systems like taxation. People can just vote for higher taxes if they think it's going to have better outcomes. And even though you don't vote for it, you still have to pay the price of that. You still have to pay higher taxes. You still have to let the government steal your property at gunpoint, basically. Just because other people voted for that. So you're basically letting your property rights be at the behest of other people and what they're voting on, and that's wrong. I don't think that's right. Also, Dr. Hoppe thinks that's wrong, and he's really smart. He has a PhD, if you couldn't tell. God, I sound like goodness. I sound like such a jackass right now, but yeah, his book Democracy, really good book. I like it a lot. If any of you couldn't tell already, I'm like a radical libertarian. I'm a radical market anarchist. I like Murray Rothbard and Hoppe a lot. So I like them. I read their books. Pretty good, pretty good. I actually used to be a socialist, except I was kind of in an echo chamber. And so I didn't know what labor theory of value was. I wasn't an educated socialist. So you could say I kind of didn't give socialism a fair chance, but I like to say I give socialism a fair chance, because the thing is, in the area I live in, well, right now, where I live at my high school, we have a debate club. And the neat thing about the debate club is there's just lots of different ideas in it. And also the nice thing is, it's not just a lot of different ideas. There's nothing like intrinsically great about that, especially if everyone's retarded. But in the debate club, people like actually have basic argumentation skills and have basic critical thinking skills and basic methodological principles and things like that, and understanding of them, why they believe the things they believe, which is nice, because then that things like that are like preconditions for having intelligent discussions with people. Like, I can't, like, it's like trying to talk to like some hillbilly farmer about I don't know, free market policies when he's never interacted with anyone who's opposed to it in his life. That's just the problem with echo chambers, and that's the problem I was in. But the thing with the debate sphere is a lot of the lower class people, like freshmen and sophomore and stuff, kind of copy what all the upperclassmen do. And the last 2 years, the upperclassmen have mostly been socialists. At least the upperclassmen that have been winning have been socialists. Oh, is this a dungeon? Oh, dude, that's awesome. I didn't know dungeons could spawn up this high. But the upperclassmen are basically socialists, and they've been running socialist ideas in the arguments that they run. So a lot of the lower classmen are like, oh, socialism is winning. People will vote on socialism. And there are like judges and stuff who are socialists too. So they'll obviously vote in favor of those ideas. But because of that, right now the debate sphere is a bit of an echo chamber. And I feel like a lot of the people aren't even able to defend socialist ideas. Because it's not like they became socialists by reading literature or anything and then coming to that conclusion as the best economic policy, one that creates the most good for everyone. They just kind of did it, and now they believe it, because the debate sphere is mostly a left-wing dominated sphere, at least in my circuit. But yeah, so because of that, there's a lot of uneducated socialists this coming season, because it's summer right now. We don't compete in the summer, but there's a lot of uneducated socialists, and I think that'll be prime time to, well, first of all, I'm becoming a junior next year. I'm going to be an upperclassman. So I'm going to have sort of an influence over these people, and this will be my 3rd year of debate experience, which will be very nice. I feel like I'm going to do pretty good. But also I'm going to run right-wing economic ideas, because I'm not a socialist. I'm a radical libertarian. And it's not like I don't know how to defend my ideas. I mean, basically that's, oh, there's a village. Oh, that's a weird looking village. Huh. But basically, I've been attacked on basically all fronts, ideologically, because of the fact, as I already mentioned, a lot of the people, especially friends I made from the debate sphere, are economic leftists and just leftists in general. So, like, I know how to defend my ideas. I know how to defend the free market well, especially against a lot of these socialists. They don't really know what the free market is. They just kind of assume anything bad is capitalism. Which it's true, there's things like crony capitalism, like what we have right now with lobbying and stuff like that. But the reason that things like that can happen is because of the existence of the state, because the state is an entity that has a monopoly on violence and a monopoly on territory as well. And because it exists for that and it's legitimized, corporations can and do use that to increase power for themselves. But things like that wouldn't be able to happen in actual, I guess you could say, like market anarchist society, you could say. This is a really interesting place, I think. Like, this is just a weird cave system. But next year, I'm hopeful to start introducing right-wing ideas into the current debate sphere. I've been reading a lot. I've also, again, like I mentioned before, I've been defending right-wing ideas a lot from socialists. So I'm really looking forward to introduce ideas like that into the sphere. And I think it's going to be good, because I think what this country needs a lot of is just more diversity in the ideas, because I think the pendulum is definitely swinging left just across the board. You know what I could do? I could do this. No, I could do this. I could make some sticks first, because I'm a retard. And I can make a hoe. Well, I also want to make a pickaxe. Well, I'll make an axe. I just need one more stone to make a pickaxe. But then I can use the hoe and I can collect all this hay, and then I can have a lot of bread. So I can have a really nice source of a lot of bread. Hold on, I still don't have. What are the... I'm tweaking, dude. I'm tweaking. I'm seeing things. Yeah, there we go. Now I have stone tools. And I can start harvesting all this hay. And I can turn it into wheat, and I can make a lot of bread with it. And I can have a good early game food source. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. This country needs a lot more diversity in ideas. Not just that on its own, but this country also needs a lot more intelligent dialogue. Like, the thing is, there's nothing inherently great about a lot of people having different ideas. But what's great is people having different ideas and then knowing how to defend them, or at least being able, like, trying to defend them in argumentative circumstances. Did I already loot that? Yeah, I did. Because the thing is, you don't want two retards just basically bashing their brains against each other's and not knowing what the hell they're talking about. You want, like, educated people with different ideas discussing things like that. So I think a lot more people need to be educated politically. I think that's really important, because the moment that there's a lot of people who are, like, politically apathetic, and they're like, oh, politics doesn't matter. Like shut the fuck up. You're 14. You're 14 and you're gay, and neither of your parents love you. And sorry about that, but dude, that guy's making weird noises. I don't like that. Get out of here. Oh, dude, you gotta be kidding me. But the thing is, with political apathy, if everyone had that mentality, then literally nothing would get done. Societies weren't built by apathetics. Societies were built by people who actually wanted to do things. Don't be some stupid crybaby, okay? Don't be a crybaby about things. Actually defend your ideas, have principles, don't sell out, be able to intellectually defend them. Instead of just being some gay 12-year-old who who just doom scrolls like Twitter or something, and says, everything's hopeless. Just get out there. Get yourself educated. Go to school. Well, I don't know about go to school. Universities are kind of a left-wing dominated sphere, but, like, get educated. Read books. Open a book. When's the last time any of you apathetic political readers, when's the last time any of you opened a book instead of opening your phone and scrolling on TikTok? When's the last time you opened a book and you read the pages inside it? I bet you don't even know how to read anymore, because you've just been on fucking TikTok scrolling 14 hours a day, and neither of your parents love you, and they don't care enough to actually try to get hope for you. Sorry, that's a little mean, but you know what I'm saying. Like, get educated. Don't be a loser. Be principled. Because just attitudes like that don't... Nobody ever built a great... Nobody ever did anything great with that sort of attitude. You know what I mean? Nobody actually did anything cool or awesome when they have the attitude that, just everything sucks and there's no point in even doing anything. Nothing great ever happened from that. Just don't do that. Don't be like that. And people like that are kind of annoying anyways. Especially, dude, I've had several times where I'd be, like, talking with someone about economics or something, or just any political issue, and then someone would butt in who's not even part of the discussion, and they'd be like, why are you talking about politics? Nobody cares. Nobody wants to talk about politics. Bro, you can't be serious with this. I don't know. There's a lot of stupid people in the world. That's also another reason why democracy sucks, is because stupid people are dictating the future of society. Like, there's nothing inherently virtuous about letting stupid people create outcomes that affect everyone. That, if anything, that's awful. Like the voting for higher taxes example. Like, if you want to get taxed more and more by the government, if you want the government to rob you even more than you're already being robbed, good for you, dude. Nice, great. You're weird. That's weird. But the thing is, the problem is in our system, that affects everyone. If you vote for things like that, that affects everyone, even people who don't want that. That's like just voting, okay, I want my stuff to be stolen so I can get more quote-unquote free stuff from the government. There's another village, dude. Oh my goodness, look at that. But, like, voting for more of your stuff to be stolen, that just affects everyone, including people who don't want their stuff to be stolen. So democracy doesn't guarantee you any rights or any freedoms. It just guarantees that your neighbors have the ability to steal your stuff if there's enough of them. So I really don't like democracy. What else is there to talk about? I talked about apathy, left-wing spheres, democracy. That sounds pretty exciting. It's a pretty exciting range of topics. I don't know, video games. I don't know. Video games nowadays, I tried to get myself excited for the new Doom game, but I never actually ended up buying it. Bundle. I haven't used these before, actually. I haven't... Oh, okay. But, I don't know. I don't get excited over new video games anymore. I think the last time I was excited over a mainstream video game release was like Doom Eternal, which frankly, that was a really good game. I think I put like 150 hours into Doom Eternal. I think I beat the campaign in Nightmare mode. I don't know if I did Ultra Nightmare. I did do Nightmare mode though. But I don't know. I just don't get excited for new video games anymore. I mostly play like Hearts of Iron and Roblox with my friends. I guess it's kind of all the stuff I wanted to talk about for today, at least. I could probably find more stuff to talk about next time, if there is a next time that I do one of these. I don't know. I'll see how this performs. I'll see if my friends like it. This was fun though. This was fun. I like doing this. I want to play more Minecraft too. Maybe I can play. I could just do this to play Minecraft, and maybe make videos out of it that are entertaining. I hope I can entertain some people. You know what I should do? I should do a Q&A. If you're watching this video right now, I want you to go to the YouTube comments and I want you to leave questions for me. I want to do a Q&A. I saw Llama Rider doing that, and that seems fun. And like I can actually inject a comedic aspect into that, because the thing is, topics like I'm talking about, you can't be super funny with those. But I don't know, like a Q&A that could open some stuff up. So yeah, ask me questions in my comments, and then maybe I'll do a Q&A if I do another one of these videos. So let's see. I guess I can set up base here for now. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video. If you'd enjoyed, like and subscribe, because then that'll let me know that there are people who actually want to watch this. So if you did enjoy, like and subscribe the video, and leave a comment, ask me a question. I might do another one of these videos, but I might do it as Q&A. So see ya.